Welcome to
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's
Energy
up?
Music.
How you
I
doing?
talk about so many different things
How
to
you
do with
been?
life and living and all
What's
throughout
going
music and
on?
doing all the music can
What's
be more than
good?
a storyline.
Are you
Please
getting it
subscribe
in?
and check me out.
Somebody
Either
getting it
over
for
on
you?
YouTube or listening. So welcome
What's
to Energy
going
with Alyssa.
on,
And
people?
follow me on Instagram. See you
Subscribe to
later.
my channel.
What's going on, people? It is the day of another day that we call Saturday. Anyway, that being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we're living in and knocking down doors and making your dreams come true and practicing ignore. Okay, I want to come to you on a very serious subject today. It's about my personal life. Basically, sometimes I already share a lot with you already, but I don't share a lot of stuff behind the scenes as far as my dating or talking to someone behind the scenes. And the only reason why I don't share that or put their pictures and stuff like that up is only because I feel as though if you put it on social media and stuff, it becomes more problematic of opinion and judgment and, try to find a way to shoot y'all down or try to find a way to break y'all up. But I was actually talking to someone for about a month and so now. It's obviously it's dissolved and I have love for the person and stuff and they watch my channel stuff like that amongst a lot of other ones. And the problem is it's the same scenario that I've gone through and it's repeated itself once again. Now, me myself, I always find it hard for me to date, and it takes a long time to get myself to the level that I'm going to start dating once again. I'm an equal opportunity employer, which means that I date white, black, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Jamaican, Panamanian, African, it don't matter. I'm not a racial person when it comes down to that. I believe people are people, and it is what it is. I date the tallest men to the shortest men, it doesn't matter. As long as you're coming in, you're funny and stuff. Okay, here we go. The pattern does always seem to be reactive in my life as far as dating. And once again, I'm not giving out names. I respect their privacy. I'm not the kind of person that want to get out here like the other girls do and just start shooting them down and stuff like that because the relationship was not successful and now I'm attacking him, in case of me. But it's been a pattern that I noticed has been the same. Every man that comes to me that's been in my life has told me to just wait. Wait a little longer till I can get myself together. Wait a little longer to get myself together. When I say get myself together, that means as far as introducing my world to your world. Now remind you, you're already in my world. But in their mind of thinking, if I let people know about what I'm doing and how I'm living, I may lose everything because of you, Raven. I may lose my job, I may lose my family, I may lose everything I build because of you, and you're just not that worth. You're not worth it. Basically. So the thing is, we can swatch DNA, we can do all this extra stuff like that, but I will not move further with you as far as I'm sure you're looking for. You share the conversation with your life, you're not going to have the family as far as the background of the parents because you and your parents' relationship is now divorced and basically it's dissolved. So that love that you have that you can present to them, you're going to give them a specimen a little bit because you're not sure if you're safe giving them all the love that you could give them only because of your past, of your parents, that if your parents can't love you the way you want, how should these people love you as well? And I understand the stigma when it comes down to us as being truthful who we are, and understand the levels that I get there, because it took me levels to get to where I'm at now, and I'm to the level I don't give a fuck. And the reason why I'm at the level I don't give a fuck because I allow people in my life that basically I open up to them thinking that they're going to be like a new person, a new beginning, and I was wrong once again. These guys are college graduates, professors. These guys are not basically what you call the bums. They're about something in life. They have achievement goals, stuff like that. I mess with guys who's not successful, and I've gone through the pattern as far as this. It's not about a profession when it comes to a man. When it comes to me, I try to treat people accordingly of how they treat me. But I noticed the pattern has always been the same. I always said this before and I'll say it again. The down low lifestyle is way bigger than the LGBT. There are a lot of down low men that are destroying lives. There are a lot of down low men that are just hurting people, but yet and still they get pissed off if they feel as though you're disrespecting them. They get pissed off if they feel as though you're coming to them saying, well, you knew what I was. You came with me because of what I was, but now you're leaving me because of what I was. It gets you to the point where it becomes like, why bother? It gets you to the point where you're like, I have to keep myself safe, because if I fall in love with this person and I do a little bit extra, all those sound like the slip-ups, unsafe sex type of thing, and this person just leaves me because they're not secure within themselves. Not saying it would have unsafe sex, but the thing is, you do these activities and stuff, and they're not staying. The pattern has always been, I can't be with you the way you want, but you just got to give me more time. I have guys who will give you 10 years of time, 12 years of time, and I'm not with them. I'm not with any of them. I'm always being returned back. And I'm always supposed to be the strong person. I'm always supposed to be the person that has to understand that here is I am and the man with the man that's sharing DNA with me, that does not accept what he's doing, and he's ashamed of what he's doing. Then he wants to attack me and tell me, well, you know what, now you want to attack me for you standing your truth. So it makes me wonder why the girls like me are getting murdered. We get murdered because we allow someone in our life who basically said they have no problem with us, and then they kill us because they felt uncomfortable in that setting. But remind you, they was not pushed into that setting. They went into that setting saying, listen, give me a chance. I'm not like the dudes from your past. Give me a chance. I'm going to show you I'm different. And once again, they were no different than anyone else. I don't do a lot of things when it comes down to these men now. A lot of times I'm very reserved. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I've been asked for a lot of compromise position that they want me to make them feel like a woman, and I refuse. I make them stand in their manhood, and a lot of times I feel that's the reason why they want to be around me, because I feel like this. If you wanted a man, why don't you go be one? But at the end of the day, that's what they see us as anyway. Whether you want to accept it or receive it, that's what they see us as. The reason why they have a problem with it, because that's what they say, oh, no, I don't see it that way. Oh, but clearly you do. Because I'm going to tell you something. If I was something very beautiful, something that you knew, that you wanted to show up to the world, you know how a man or a woman gets somebody, they want to show everybody this fine-ass piece of meat that they met, this mine, you would present me to the world. But if you feel as though you have to hide me, it's because you're ashamed of what you got. You're not happy with what God sent you. So basically, you're putting me in a compromising situation that makes me feel less than. Then you make me question my self-worth. Then you take my self-esteem down just a little bit more than it was before you came into my life. Now I have to build myself back up into becoming the person I was once again. And it becomes very overwhelming. And once again, here is another man stepping up to the plate saying, give me your number. I'm not like other guys. Give me a chance, Raven. So if you ever wonder why I'm a jaded bitter bitch and why I have no tolerance for bullshit, this is why. It's the same thing, and it's always my fault. It's always my fault. I'm just like this really fucked up person because I say, let's move forward, and that was never part of the plan. I just wanted to see what it's like to have sex with you, basically. But then when you wake up to those things, you don't start accommodating those things anymore. You become more self-present and stop giving a fuck. I've gotten so bad sometimes I have nosebleeds, so my pressure being up so high that I could even share that part because it becomes very overwhelming because I get tired of saying, give people a chance. And I keep running to the brick wall. And it's always my fault. Where do you pick your men? Where do you pick your men? It's kind of like the rape syndrome. Then what did you ever want to get raped? It's always your fault. So it gets to the point where you don't give a fuck no more. And that's why I'm at. I'm just over it. I'm really over it. And I hope this video helps somebody today. It probably won't, but I'm over it. I'm going to keep going on. I'm still trying to move on and forward and stuff. But I'm really over it and stuff. And I'm going to keep moving forward within my life and living. And I want you to keep moving forward to One Monkey Don't Stop No Show. Anyway, like I said before, at the top of this Instagram button, you follow me, I'll follow back. How you feel about this video? Let you I love you, and thank you for watching. Catch the rain.
All right now, come on, baby, let's go on Instagram. Woo. Like I said before, please subscribe to my channel, share my video. I wonder how you feel about this. When you're in a relationship with someone, you feel as though it's about to move forward and let you know that they can't do it. Now, you spent all this time waiting on them, and basically, they sprung you along, and they was not going to do what they said. At the top, there's an Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. Did you subscribe yet? Love you. Love you.